Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about The Crown, Season 4, Episode 7. So this episode focuses on Princess Margaret mostly. We see that Margaret has a new boyfriend, and they're shown dancing to Let's Dance by the late great David Bowie, and Margaret seems happy for once. Like after her multiple terrible relationships, she finally thinks she found the right man. Unfortunately, her boyfriend leaves her to become a priest, and he's probably gay. So this kind of makes Mal get a little bit emotional and a little bit depressed. And later, she's shown coughing up blood, so she has to get lung surgery. And in my guess, this is probably because she has a long history of alcoholism and smoking. So yeah, she's not physically well. She's not mentally well. This is not a good episode for Margaret. Meanwhile, Prince Edward turns 21, as well as one of these old mental ladies in a mental hospital. And I like how they kind of leave us asking in the first half of the episode, who are all these old mental ladies? Why do we care about them? And they're later significant later in the story. I'll get to that. So, after her lung surgery and her breakup, Margaret wants a new outlook on life. So she tells Elizabeth to give her more responsibility. Unfortunately, she has to give up some of her royal duties because Edward is higher than her in the line of succession, so Elizabeth wants Margaret to actually get less royal duties. And she's mad about this because it's one of the only things left in her life. And she decides to relieve stress by traveling and visiting some friends on this tropical, looks like an island, but I don't know, it looks really nice. And Charles comes to visit her, so they have coffee and they talk. And he tells her that Diana's pregnant again, but they're still fighting. Charles tells her that he's gotten a therapist, and he urges Margaret to get one as well. So she meets with the therapist, and she tells her that she's feeling depressed. And her therapist mentions her, like, mentally unstable cousins that Margaret thought were dead, and they were marked dead in the history books, but, like, they were alive, and those are those two old ladies from the beginning of the episode. And so Margaret wants to find out for herself whether or not they're dead. And she takes her gay priest ex-boyfriend with her. So that they find out that they are alive, and there's also three more mentally ill cousins. So Margaret's kind of upset and shocked, so she confronts her mother about this, but the Queen Mother says the family has no choice, because if the public knew about this, then they'd question the integrity of the royal bloodline, or that prestige shit. And Margaret's very upset about this because, like, it's kind of fucked up. So she asks her therapist if she's destined to turn mad, like her cousins. And she finds out that her cousin's mental illnesses was from her cousin's father's family. So the line of mental illness isn't even directly tied to her. And her priest friend tells her that she should convert to Catholicism because he thinks it would help her deal with stress and stuff. But she declines and she decides to focus on her royal duties, though as we see, she remains depressed. So this was a pretty good episode, in my opinion. It gave us more history on Margaret, who was a very good character in the show, but kind of sidelined lately. And it's nice to see her be significant here. Helena Bonham Carter is such a good and varied actress. When I was little, I used to only think of her as the crazy bitch from Harry Potter, but she's proven that she's very versatile and diverse in the character she plays. So yeah, she's awesome. This episode is pretty good too. Not one of the best of the season, but still pretty enjoyable. Even the Rico episodes of The Crown are fantastic pieces of art. So I'm gonna give this episode a B. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. I'll see you guys next week. We'll be talking about the next episode of The Crown. Or you could look at my other videos talking about other shows and TV shows and books. So I hope everybody out there has a nice day and stay safe and peace.